What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room, hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. Now, listen, I have to talk about this because I just have so many thoughts. But, okay, Quad, she guest hosted and guest moderated, actually, because Claudia Jordan was not on this most recent episode of TGIF. So she, Armand Wiggins, who's guest hosting, as well as Al Reynolds, they had a little discussion about Phaedra and Married to Medicine. Let's just go ahead and play this clip because I have so many thoughts. So let's just go ahead and get into this.
It's only right that we go ahead and get off with Miss Married to Medicine, honey, because there was a lot of hot pipe and tea being spilled. During the reunion part one, I expressed that I felt like Phaedraparks, child. Y'all know Miss Phaedraparks, honey, came on from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now she's down to the Married to Medicine. I felt like she really turned her back on me when she said, why would she attach herself to the Titanic? I said, oh my God, child. I did not know that I was the Titanic. I thought I was the dog who helped anchor her for the next 3 years on Married to Medicine. I'm just saying, it was a little shady. Yes, it was. I felt like I was just expecting that I deserved a tad bit more loyalty. What do you think about this, Armand?
Oh, okay. So after hearing what you said, I agree. I feel like if you anchor somebody,
tell her the truth.
I'm about to tell her the truth. I'm about to tell her the truth. I feel like if you anchor somebody on a show, there is a loyalty that is needed and that's necessary then. But my question is, do you think, because a lot of the women do come for you because you're so vivacious and they feel like they want you to be humbled, do you feel like Phaedra is like, well, I'm new to this. I kind of got ostracized on the Housewives. I don't want to come in and pick up your battles and all these girls hate me when I don't really have much stake in the game. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a catch-22 because I kind of feel her like, she's like, well, I'm new here. I don't want to create a bunch of enemies. You kind of been here a while, you know, so I'm trying to keep my spot.
Well, I do hear what you're saying in regards to that. And I do understand that she wants to keep her spot because the Candy Bears bitched her for 5 years. So I do understand her wanting to keep her Married to Medicine. However, how could she come in if she's brand new to this particular group? Why would she come in and say, well, Miss Quad needs to humble herself? How do you know that? Where are you getting that information from? And we had a long-standing relationship, and no matter who told me not to deal with her across the globe, especially here in Atlanta, it was my choice to continue to be her friend because she had never done anything to me. What's your take on it?
You know what?
It's only right that we go ahead and get off with Miss Married to Medicine, honey, because there was a lot of hot pipe and tea being spilled.
All right, so the clip was about to play over. I started to play it a second time just to kind of dissect it a little bit. But listen, I gave Quad some grace because on this part one of the reunion, I didn't like how Simone handled her. And like I said, I don't have to really care for a person to see when right is right and wrong is wrong. But, girl, how can you even say these things knowing the situation between her and Mariah? So for her to say, well, I anchored her for the next 3 seasons, how do we know that? Is she saying that she helped secure Phaedra to be on Married to Medicine for 3 seasons? I don't know. I don't know what she's insinuating by that. And I would really love to know what Phaedra has to say about that. But Phaedra is obviously a favorite to somebody on Bravo, because if it were not for that, I don't care who was vouching for her, they would not have brought her onto Married to Medicine, because her being on the show makes absolutely zero sense. Because when it was first mentioned that she was going to be on the show, it was, oh, she's dating a doctor. And then they said, well, she said she's not dating that doctor anymore, but now she's dating another doctor, and we still haven't seen that person. And then they were showing her doing holistic medicine and being a mortician, or owning a funeral home, because I don't think she's a mortician. But I'm just saying, like, Quad, girl, seriously, you really make it hard for people to root for you unless they're just die hard to the core Quad fans, because how soon we forget. Mariah brought her to Married to Medicine, but she doesn't want to claim that she owes Mariah anything. And I'm not here to say anyone should kiss the ring or kiss the feet or whatever of a person that helped you to get an opportunity, because honestly, you could get the referral, but it's up to you to really solidify your position to stay. So with that being said, even to this day, Mariah's like, well, I don't see Quad still being right for the show. I still stand by what I said when I said you're not even Married to Medicine. But she said she's good TV, and if they really wanted her, why didn't they create something else for her to be on versus still being on Married to Medicine? But oh my God, like when I heard her say this, it's like, seriously? And then to say that she got benched by Candy, so throwing that shade in there. Okay, so wow, she's still really feeling some type of way because that already happened. That didn't just happen yesterday. And she is still holding on to that grudge. But this is the type of stuff people do. They get into these alliances and everyone is there for the check. Like I said before, my previous discussion about Married to Medicine, both Phaedra and Quad are there for the check. Honestly, all of them are there for the check. Let's just be real. No one is there volunteering their time to be on these shows. They are all there for the check. But Quad actually came out of her mouth to say to Toya, I'm not here for you. I'm here for the check. So that just is like ridiculous for her to even say about Phaedra, because obviously she's there for the check. She's not there for free. But to think that Phaedra owes her anything is just laughable. And this is the type of stuff that really makes me not be able to just be down for whatever when it comes to Quad, because I can't do that with anyone. And even if somebody's wrong, if I like them, I'm going to say, look, I like this person, but I just feel that what they said or what they did is wrong. I can't say that about Quad. I don't really care for her because of a number of things that has been displayed, and she's wrong in this. No, Dr. Simone did not do the right thing by saying what she said and crossing that boundary line when it came to her mentioning the trauma that Quad experienced in her family. But this right here, no. So I'm interested to hear what Phaedra has to say about this, but you guys can let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about what Quad had to say, because she's obviously still in her feelings about Phaedra saying that she didn't think it made any sense to connect herself to the Titanic. How do you feel about her saying these things and feeling the way that she feels, especially based on the history with her and Mariah? Guys, thank you so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.